Hi besties, welcome. Oh my gosh. Hi besties, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm super excited because today I'm going to show you how to make this really cute, chic, stylish bucket hat. It's super easy to make, super beginner friendly. And I'm even more excited because this is my very own pattern I created that I am selling. It is available on my website or my Etsy with the links down below, and it's actually free. So this is another one I made. It's all sparkly. It's super cute. I love it. I have made a bathing suit with it. So with the bucket hat, I love you can make any average outfit look extremely fashionable and chic. Today, all you would need to make this bucket hat is the pattern, which I said is available below for free. And if it's free, it's for me. So download it because it's for you too. Scissors, thread, sewing machine, and I guess a tape measuring, but that's about it. So let's get started and make the bucket hat. So to start, I am just using some scrap fabric. I have some Dior fabric, clips or pins, scissors, tape measure, and that's all you will need to get started. And here is the printed out pattern, and you're going to want to make sure you lay out all the pages properly. So in the PDF file, you'll notice there's a paper included that shows you how to lay out the pages specifically. So you'll start with page 1, and then you'll match up number 1 with 1, and then match up A with A, and so forth until you get the whole pattern laid out. Next, we're going to cut out the pattern, making sure to keep the pages lined up, and then also remove any excess space from the border. Now that the pattern is all printed out and all lined up, we're going to tape the pieces together. And when we tape it, we want to make sure all the pieces are as lined up as closely as possible. The first piece I'm going to cut out is the brim piece since it's the biggest. And I fold the fabric in half so that I can cut on the fold. Once the first piece is cut, because I'm working on a small amount of fabric, I'm going to use the first piece to cut out the second piece instead of cutting on the fold. Next is the side pieces. You'll need to cut out 2 of these, and then you'll lay the 2 pieces right sides together, and then you'll sew down the sides with a straight stitch or using a serger if you own one. Once you sew down the sides, you'll get a piece that looks like this. And then you'll want to flip the piece right side out. And voila, this is the beginning of your hat. Next, we're going to take the 2 brim pieces we cut out first and put those right sides together. Once it's all lined up, you'll pin the outer edges of the sides. And this is where we're going to either sew or serge the pieces together. I am serging the pieces together because it will help remove the excess scrap fabric on the sides as it sews. It is perfectly fine to also use a sewing machine as well, and then at the end you can just use scissors to trim the edge. So we're just going to serge all around the sides until the entire brim pieces is sewn together. Then you'll take the brim piece and flip it right side outward. Next, we're going to take the crown piece. You'll only need to cut 1, and we're going to pin it right sides to the right side of the side pieces. So you'll want to make sure right sides are matching. And then we're going to go all along the edge, making sure all the sides match up and pinning the sides. And then you're going to sew along the edges. And you're just going to sew along the edges using a straight stitch. Once you finish sewing all around the edges, you'll get a shape that looks like this. And then you're just going to want to take out all of the pins and flip it right side outward. Here is when you'll really start to see your hat come together. And we're going to do the same process of attaching the side pieces to the brim, right sides together all around. When you attach the brim to the side pieces, you'll want to be careful to make sure you're ensuring both layers of the brim pieces are sewn together. So you're just going to pin all around the sides. And as you pin further along the side, you'll start to notice that the side pieces and brim will go inside of the cap, and you'll just want to continue pinning all around the sides. Once you finish pinning, you'll get a shape like this, and now it's time to take it to the sewing machine. Once you sew it, same process as before. You're just going to flip it right side together, and look at your hat. We're almost done. Next, I'm pulling out the sides where the crease is just to make sure it can be nice, flat, and even. And we're going to take an iron and press out the sides of the seams. This will keep the look of the hat more clean and professional. Once you have it all flattened out, you're going to take your sewing gauge to create lines of where you're going to sew on. So I'm just using the head of my sewing gauge to mark the lines, but you basically want to keep your lines about 1/2 inch apart. And then you're just going to mark where you'll be sewing the lines all the way around the brim towards these side panels. Once you have your lines traced out on the brim, you're just going to use a straight stitch to sew along all of those lines around the entire brim. This is important because this helps shapes and firms your hat, giving it that more bucket look. And you can actually have fun with it. You don't have to use thread that matches the hat. You can even use thread for a contrasting effect to give it a more pop. So say your bucket hat you created is black, but you want your thread to be pink. Then you can just use pink thread to create these lines for a more contrasting look. So you're going to sew all around the brim, the entire brim, on all of these lines until you get to the side panels at the top. And once you finish sewing all of the lines, your hat is finished. Here's a completed look featuring my cat, and then here's a closer look. So now you have a cute, chic, fashionable bucket hat in less than 30 minutes. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit like and subscribe if you want more videos. Bye guys, until next time.